everyone, it's me, Crafty Witch, and welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would talk a little bit about selenite. I have a selenite wand here. Selenite is named after the Greek goddess Selene, who is a lunar goddess. So this is perfect for tapping into lunar energies. It's great for lunar magic. It is amazing for healing, especially the spine and the skeletal system. It's great for opening up the third eye, bringing about clarity, developing your intuitive awareness or abilities. It's quite an amazing crystal or gem or whatever you want to call it to work with. It's very soft. So let's see here. You can literally, oh, I don't know if you can see that. Just hang on here. Focus. No. Maybe this will work. Probably not. It's just not working, but you can literally scratch this with your fingernail. Like, it's very soft. It's very fragile. If this dropped, it would probably break and shatter. It's also water soluble, so you don't want to cleanse it using water. And I've noticed that if I store this anywhere near like stick incense, that kind of thing, it will tend to absorb the odors from the incense. So just a couple things to keep in mind if you're going to work with selenite. Now, I picked this up earlier this year. I can't remember exactly when. I think it was sometime in the spring. I've never worked with selenite before, and like, I'm attracted to different types of stones and things like that. Like stones mostly from out in the wild and stuff like that. But I was so drawn to this for some reason, and I had to have selenite. And this was prior to my diagnosis, so it was almost like this intuitive nudge from within was like, you need to get this for yourself, girl. So I did. I listened to that inner nudge, that inner voice that said that I had to have this. And then shortly afterwards was diagnosed with like cancer and some health concerns and things like that. So I've got like arthritis at the base of my spine, where like the hips and the spine connect and that kind of thing. So when they were doing testing, and before I like really started working with selenite, they tested my, like, I went through like MRIs and blood work and all kinds of stuff. However, the one test, and now I don't have a medical background, but it measured the inflammatory, I don't know, proteins or something within your blood, whatever the inflammatory, whatever that is. And they thought maybe I had lupus and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, luckily I don't have lupus. But that inflammatory protein or whatever it was labeled at whatever number it was. And then after working with selenite, and I noticed that like I would sleep with it beside my head, like near the pillow and that kind of thing. I was scared because I didn't want it to fall. I roll around and I sleep like all over on the bed. I'm not one of those people that kind of just curls up into a ball and doesn't move. Like I'm like a dead fish. I like flop all over the place. But anyway, I was scared I was going to drop this and break it, but I didn't, which was good. But I would sleep with it, and I noticed my pain in my back wasn't so bad. There were times like before I started doing that where I would have to use my cane to walk because the pain was just so intense. And so this and then using Reiki on myself and that kind of thing seems to have really helped. And then I just went and saw the doctor again this past week, like today's Friday. Saw the doctor, what day was that? Tuesday. And the not the anti-inflammatories, the inflammatory, whatever that is, proteins or whatever it is, that's in my blood. I had asked the doctor if that would ever go away. I was told no. And then they said, but the levels have dropped by 4 marks or whatever it is, by 4 numbers, the level has dropped. So that's an improvement. And so I will just keep doing what I'm doing and it seems to be helping. So I'm really thankful and happy about that. The energy that for me, what I tend to pick up from with the selenite, it's very gentle, but it's very powerful. Like, it has a very gentle yet powerful energy to it. It is definitely not a pushover. It can be firm. I'm trying to think what words, like graceful, diplomatic. It's powerful. It's not aggressive, but it's strong. Like, and I don't know how else to describe that. It's got a very gentle strength about it, and I really love working with selenite now. And I know that they come in like salt lamps, like, you know, there's the Himalayan salt lamps, and then I've seen some made out of this as well. They've come in all different sizes. So if it's something that you've not worked with before, I've never worked with it. I'm 45 years old and it took me 45 years to even work with it, and I sure don't regret it. It's really impacted my life in a very positive way, so I'm very happy about that. And yeah, just be careful when you're working with it to, you know, especially if you have a wand, something that's fairly big like this, you know, don't drop it. Be careful with it. Don't clean them or cleanse them with water, because it's so like delicate, right? And your fingernails, and unfortunately the lighting doesn't really pick up here at all. Oh yeah, it doesn't work. Maybe in the daytime. But yeah, your fingernails are strong enough to like literally leave marks in this. Like, it's a very gentle but powerful crystal to work with. So yeah, go get yourself some selenite and check it out. I love working with it. It's got such a beautiful energy to it. So that's all for now. Thank you. Bye.